Hey guys, it's Epic Worlds PCG. Today I'm showing you two new paper computer games. It's kind of in a series I made. This one might look a little familiar by the Great Mouth, but this all started after I made a demo game. So, by the way, this was used on this old paper packet thing I found. I thought it looked kind of vintage and cool, and since demo games kind of started in like a vintage era by Zach, I thought I'd go back to like basic old paper. Like there's even like a little rusty staple, so I thought that was absolutely hilarious. So I thought, let's just make a demo game. Also, I didn't have any paper. I was just out at my cottage, and my cousin was there, and I really wanted to make him a PCG, so this is what I did. His name's Connor, so I made Connor's Epic Adventure of Dreams. Okay, yeah, cool. So I actually kind of like the simplicity of the cover. I think it looks cool. So you start at the top of a living building. There's lots to do here, lots to explore. There's a Cloudian, and then, by the way, this demo game actually worked out really well. It played really well too. So that's Teddy, aka the Archmage. There's an item box. He actually didn't end up putting anything in the item box. There's a fig. Funny thing about this fig is, like, it was like you know how PCG figs are like, oh, I don't deserve anything. Well, my friend put him in his inventory and like basically helped him throughout the game and like tried to tempt him into like their like life is worth living, but the fig still didn't want that. So he said that he would take him to the Great Mouth if he cooperated, which is the next game. But yeah, so basically the fig did everything that the main character asked him to do, as long as he was granted that he would be able to be sacrificed to the Great Mouth, which is like, I believe it's like a really big privilege for figs. I have no idea. Again, they don't deserve privileges, because that's just basically fig culture alone is super interesting. Like Zach made a PCG about it, and it's really cool. So I really want to dive deep more into this, and like keep in mind, like when I made this game, I just added a fig because why not? But it ended up having a big impact, and the fig was a big part of the game. I even have the inventory screen used. He ended up shrinking him with some Slim Fast. He also added Zuvak to his inventory, which I probably shouldn't have let him do that. But yeah, that is the inventory screen in case you did want to see that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making these demo games because like they just spawned so many new like games like after them, like sequels and stuff. So it's like a whole new series. Now, sadly, I won't be hanging out with a cousin for a while because we only really meet like 2 or 3 times a year. So I was not able to play the sequel. I made it though. Thought I was going to be able to play it, but that is all right. And then there's the portal tree. 2 of them lead to certain death, just like they usually does. This is a cool puzzle. So he didn't end up doing this exact combination. He tried throwing the fig, but what you do is you jump on this trampoline, grab the hammer, and smash this guy named Vespater. Just to get past him, go through the portal. This is like my first maze screen for him. Because of course, in any introductory PCG, you should have like a maze screen. You should have a classic fat guy puzzle. There's Slim Fast and a gun. You were supposed to like shoot the Slim Fast into his mouth. He ended up doing something else. Like I think he ate Slim Fast and he snuck past the fat guy, or maybe he used the fig. I'm not sure. Then there's a sniper guy. There's some super spicy salsa that he ended up using to, I think he like rusted all the spikes with it and broke those down. And there's Zuvak. He was there because you wanted to use him to get past the electric door. He's also one of your allies that you can use in the next game. Then there's the Nervous guy, part of the Nervous People, created by Alex Productions. So yeah, he's really easy to deal with. There's a bag of chips that you could feed to this guy, which is an evil potato. My cousin also likes penguins a lot, so I made a little room that you can't really get to, but it's just kind of a funny little penguin call-out. And this puzzle is very interesting. So you might think that this is a boss fight, but no. Basically, the company is controlling this guy, and they're being like kind of mean to it, and they're basically torturing it so like to eat people. But you can like try to side with it and convince it to turn on these guys with your help. So I thought I kind of thought that was just like a cool puzzle. I'm really proud of this demo game in general. I know the art doesn't look good, of course, but I don't know. I'm very proud of that game, even though it's just a simple demo game. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite demo games ever made. Then that sparked the sequel, Fig Quest. So this is the sequel to that demo game. And I might have to do a whole video about demo games because they are just so helpful, guys. Like, especially if you're getting new people in the PCG. So there's Grand Finale. You got to use Grand Finale to like make sure that this giant space worm goes away. So you can use Grand Finale to like tell him to like go away, or I don't know, just something with Grand Finale. I don't exactly remember the puzzle. Even though I like literally just made this. Then you land on this very strange planet because of course you promised the fig in the last game that you would take him to the Great Mouth, and this is like the Great Mouth like tour site, I guess. That way. There's Master Yoga down here. He'll give you something, I believe. That's just a really this planet just has tons of exotic, strange creatures. So yeah, you can. This main screen's a little complicated. So there's a group of billies here. That's a wacky random run of randomness. This is like a little trap, death trap. There's a poster that says you really suck, and you can hold that up to this guy to scare him off. There's this doodle pencil, which you can use to draw literally anything. So that's kind of overpowered, but you can only use it once. Then there's just some random creatures that are mutated. Then this is the portal to the Great Mouth, and you can see many figs have tried to go there, but sadly passed. Then there's like a group of figs getting ready to sacrifice themselves to the Great Mouth. And by the way, this mouth is not drawn correctly. Like the way Zach drawn it, like, and he's the creator of this, so credits to him. But his is way better than this. So if you want to see a good picture of it, do not look at mine. I cannot draw that teeth. Like, what is that? Okay. Anyway, so you go through the portal, and like at this point in the game, I kind of hope the player realizes that maybe he doesn't want to sacrifice the fig. So assuming he wouldn't, he would like try to escape, but the giant mouth would have a hand and try to take him. And there's like other like arrows and stuff that were in the hand because he's been there so long. And then yeah, so you basically escape with the fig, and you go into the portal, and that is to be continued to the third game in this series, which I have not made. I don't exactly know what I'm going to call this series, but it only has 2 games in it yet, and they won't be played for a while. So for now, just 2 game series. I do really hope to continue it in the future, though. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this inspires you to make your own demo game series. Like, demo games are really good base games to continue other ones. And even if you don't want to call them a demo game, just make like a simple, cheap adventure for maybe one of your new friends. Like let them play it, add some interesting characters, some cool puzzles, and some interesting lore and stuff, and then continue into the next game and work on that like way more, like make it more detailed, and then they'll like really get like immersed in the universe, and they'll want to play more and more. So yeah, demo games are definitely a really good way to start playing PCGs. I do have quite a few more demo games I really got to show because I've been making them like click crazy for all my cousins and stuff. But for now, that is it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for my rambling, but I'll see you in the next PCG related video.